Liza, and I welcome you to Power Up with Liza Wisner, a space where we share tips and life hacks on how you can live your life like a power-up hero. Would you believe that research tells us that the average home has over 300,000 items? Yes! Sometimes our need to accumulate things can be a huge distraction in our lives. We spend our lives working to earn more money, but then we end up turning around and buying the latest and the greatest thing, and it takes away from the things that matter most. Because we're spending more time cleaning, organizing, arranging. We're stressed and we're possibly in debt because we're trying to keep up with whoever or whatever trend it is. You know, today I want to tell you that today you and I are going to break our addiction to stuff and we're going to start the minimalist life. So what is this minimalism thing? It's really about living with less than 100 things. You can't own a car, you can't own a television, you can't have a career, you must live in some exotic, hard to pronounce place all over the world, and you have to start a blog and you can't have kids. Yes. No, I'm kidding. That's typically what people think about when they think about a minimalist. I am a minimalist. It may not look like it, but it's a superpower that you can activate to help you have freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from overwhelm, freedom from guilt, freedom from depression, freedom from the trappings of our consumer culture. It's real freedom. It's actually a lifestyle that helps you question what adds value to your life. You clear the clutter in your life, and then you create a path and room for the most important aspects of your life. You know, your health, passion, contribution, your growth. It's about having more with less. More energy, more time, more life to live. Less organizing, less cleaning, less debt. As a power-up hero, minimalism should really be one of those superpowers that you put in your toolkit to add more clarity into your life. You will have so much growth and so much prosperity and be able to live out your passions more intentionally if you embrace the minimalist lifestyle. So let's unpack minimalism by looking at the first book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This is a classic and it literally is the guide for every person that wants to start minimalism. So if you've heard of the Marie Kondo method, the method of sparking joy, if you've watched that series on Netflix, you'll be able to learn more about what Marie Kondo says. You know, she has a philosophy centered on the question, what sparks joy? And if it doesn't spark you joy, then it shouldn't be there in your life. The second book that I want to unpack for you is The Minimalist Home by Joshua Becker. This book is really great because he talks about having a refocused life. And just like Marie Kondo, he has a philosophy centered around, do I need this? And his approach is really about specifically thinking about all the spaces in your home and how you may not be using them for living and you're using them more for storage, and how you can create more inviting spaces. And he talks about how your home is like your headquarters for life, and you need to turn it into a launch pad for you to live, truly live your best life in service to the world. So I absolutely love this book because helps you see all your living spaces less for storage and more for living. No matter which tip you decide to get started, I want to share with you my favorite tip from my friend Megan Isasi. And Megan says that the very first thing you have to do is have a paradigm shift. Start with your why. Sometimes we go through all the things we want to change in our lives, but we don't pay attention to what anchors us, which is our why. Like for me, it's about having more time and energy for my husband and for my kids. There are so many different flavors of minimalism, and so if you're 20-something, it's gonna look different than a 40-something-year-old, right? It's all gonna look different, and all of them are perfect. We're all gonna embrace minimalism the way we want, but guess what? It all leads to the same place, more freedom to live a meaningful life. So now, it's your turn. How are you gonna get started today? By answering this simple question. How may your life be better if you had less material possessions and had more time to do what you wanted to do?